Why your texts fall flat and how to fix it. Most guys send texts like, "Hey, what's up? How was your day?" And then they wonder why their conversations fizzle out faster than a flat soda. Here's the truth. Texting isn't just about words. It's about psychology. It's about triggering emotions, sparking curiosity, and making her think about you long after she's put her phone down. If you're tired of being ignored or getting one-word replies, pay close attention, because once you master these 3 texting secrets, women will actually start looking forward to your messages. They'll feel drawn to you, sometimes without even realizing why. And no, this isn't about corny pickup lines or playing mind games. It's about understanding how attraction works on a psychological level. If you stick around for the next 30 seconds, I guarantee you'll never look at texting the same way again. Before we dive in, a free gift for you want to unlock even deeper insights into how the female mind works? I've put together a free ebook, The Female Mind Control Handbook. It reveals the hidden psychological triggers that make a woman crave your attention. Grab your copy now, link in the description or pinned comment. All right, let's move on to texting secret number 1. Texting secret number 1. The unfinished story method. Most guys try way too hard when texting. They overthink it, sending long paragraphs, perfectly crafted jokes, or trying to impress her with flawless grammar. But here's what actually works: leaving things unfinished. Ever started a movie but didn't finish it? Your brain keeps thinking about it, right? Or when a song gets cut off before the best part, it drives you crazy. That's because of something called the Zeigarnik effect, a psychological phenomenon where people remember and obsess over incomplete things more than finished ones. Women experience this too, especially when texting. That's why one of the most powerful texting tricks is the unfinished story method. Here's how it works. Instead of texting her, "I had the craziest thing happen today," and then immediately explaining everything, try this instead. "I had the craziest thing happen today, but I'll tell you later. You won't believe who I ran into today. I'll save that for when I see you." See what happens? You create mystery. Now she's the one thinking about you. She's curious. She's following up. Most guys make themselves too available. They answer every question instantly, explain every detail, and leave zero mystery. This flips the script. Now you're the one she's chasing, instead of the other way around. And the best part? This doesn't just work over text. Next time you're on a date and she asks, "So, what do you do for fun?" Instead of spilling everything, just say, "Oh, it's a long story, but I'll tell you over coffee sometime." Boom. Instant intrigue. Some things can't be explained, you just have to experience them. That's the power of intrigue. When you leave her curious, she won't just read your texts, she'll think about them long after. And that, my friend, is how you become unforgettable. Now let's talk about texting secret number 2. Texting secret number 2, the emotional roller coaster effect. Here's a brutal truth. Women don't fall for nice guys. They fall for emotional experiences. Think about your favorite TV show or movie. Does it keep you hooked because everything is predictable and safe? It's the highs and lows, the tension and release, the excitement and uncertainty that make it addictive. And that's exactly how you need to text. If your messages feel like a straight, predictable road, she'll lose interest. But if your texts take her on a roller coaster of emotions, she'll keep coming back for more. Here's how to do it. Tease her playfully. Instead of just agreeing with everything, challenge her. If she says, "I love sushi," don't just reply, "Me too." Say, "Sushi? That's such a basic choice. I expected you to be more adventurous." Now she's invested. She wants to defend herself. And suddenly you've created fun tension. Be unpredictable. Don't send good morning texts every single day like a robot. Instead, disappear for a bit and then drop in with, "I just saw something that reminded me of you," still deciding if it's a compliment or not. Make her feel something. Instead of texting, I miss you, you need to say, it's weird. I walked past this little cafe today and it smelled exactly like your perfume. Now she's there with you, mentally. She's feeling the moment, not just reading words. The key? Break out of predictability. If you create emotional variety, she'll be glued to her phone, waiting for your next message. Now, on to texting secret number 3. Texting secret number 3, the reverse chase strategy. Let's talk about the biggest mistake guys make when texting women. She takes hours to reply. And what do? They double text. They send longer messages trying to get her attention. Big mistake. The more you chase, the less attractive you become. Women want a man who's a challenge, someone whose attention is valuable, not freely given. That's where the reverse chase strategy comes in. Instead of rewarding her slow replies with more attention, you do the opposite. Here's how. Match her energy. If she takes 3 hours to reply, you take 6. If she sends short messages, you send even shorter ones. What happens next is pure psychology. She starts wondering why you're not as invested. She starts checking her phone more. She starts chasing you. Then, when she finally sends a long, engaged text, that's when you reward her. This is called intermittent reinforcement, the same psychological trick that makes people addicted to slot machines. When a reward is unpredictable, people become obsessed with getting it, and that's exactly what happens when you pull away instead of chasing. The reverse chase strategy in action. Let's say you text her, "Hey, I found this amazing new coffee shop, you'd love it." She responds 5 hours later with, "Oh nice, what's it called?" Most guys would immediately reply with all the details. Instead, you wait, and then hours later you send, "Oh, I forgot, but it had the best espresso I've ever had." Now you're flipping the script. You're showing her that your world keeps moving, with or without her. And that's when she starts chasing. Will you actually use these secrets? Now that you know these game-changing texting secrets, here's the real question. Will you apply them? Most guys won't. They'll go back to over-texting, over-explaining, and chasing women who barely respond, but the smart ones, they'll use what they just learned. They'll create mystery. They'll spark emotions. They'll flip the script. And suddenly women will start chasing them. So next time you reach for your phone, remember this. The way you text isn't just about words. It's about power. It's about setting the tone from the very start. Once you master that, you'll never have to wonder where you stand with a woman again. If this opened your eyes, drop a in the comments. Want more powerful strategies? Subscribe and turn on notifications. Until next time, stay sharp, stay strategic, stay in control.